Do your worst, Father.
Hi, Kiwi. Alright, we are going to be playing some more Hades today.
The gods have spoken.
I'm running the Zeus keepsake in the hopes that he actually gives me his attack boon this time.
Must be my gleaming thunder signet that I transferred to you. Why, I could feel its call from all the way up here.
Hey, look at that. We actually got his lightning strike. And apparently this is the first time we've ever seen it, despite having gotten him several times now. Anyway, so my goal here is I am running the rail. And we're going to see if we can get a win. Using Zeus's attack boon will give us a pretty reasonable extra bit of bonus damage because of the chain lightning. But you can see our base damage is rather lackluster to start. And maybe this will give us a chance to get that fixed. I'm appreciating finding, the last two runs, we found hammers pretty darn early, which is very appreciated. I will say overall the rail's damage is rather underwhelming, so we'll need some good damaging boons to synergize with this to get the run really popping off. Let's see, you can use your special 3 times in rapid succession. Your attack is a 3-round burst, and you never have to reload. Your attack deals extra damage in an area and briefly slows foes. Let's take that. Yeah, that looks good. That should hopefully help. Pew 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 pew. Alright, so I think I mentioned this at the end of the last episode, but the rail is definitely not one of my most used weapons compared to the bow, the sword, and the shield. This is definitely one of the lesser weapons in terms of my playstyle, but I think it was mostly just at the time I was so used to the other weapons that I chose not to use the other ones. Alright, we're getting a Dionysus boon.
What is it now?
I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for, but I think the big thing I want is if I can get his boon that gives us Nectar, that's always appreciated, because one, it gives us a bunch of HP and increases our relative survivability, but then on top of everything else, more importantly, it'll give us some Nectar, because I'm still pretty light on all the keepsakes I'm trying to generate, so if I can get more, that would be awesome.
Now how's my favorite underworld god surviving? Zag, you're holding up or what? Right, better momentarily, I bet.
Always better with you, Dionysus. Alright, so he's offering me the opportunity to trade out my lightning strike for his hangover attack. Not interested. Not terribly interested in his call either, and trippy shot I don't really want to use. So I guess we get his call again. Better than nothing, I guess. We'll keep stocking up on keys, because right now we've unlocked all the weapons, but we'll want to unlock the aspects. I don't think you actually use keys for that necessarily. But even if you don't, the keys, we definitely need to unlock more things on the mirror. So that's fine. I mean, each individual hit is fairly weak, but the overall net damage seems pretty solid, I think. Let's pop my cast into this. The nice thing about my current build is it does take out his little this thing's minions very quickly because of the chain lightning, which is good because otherwise we don't have much in the way of damage. We don't. This weapon, until we got the hammer at least, did not have much in the way of AOE. Thankfully, we got both the hammer and the. We can use the special. The special's pretty solid for AOE. I guess I'm incorrect on that assertion. I don't believe we've gotten a keepsake from you yet.
Demeter, you've shown me warmth and generosity, and I am very grateful for it. Please accept this as a small token of my appreciation.
An offering well suited for the season there, young Zagreus. In turn, as you are honorable and obedient, you'll have from me what the mortals have not.
Harsh. Okay, let's go ahead and get her goodies.
I'm in your debt, great goddess Demeter.
Frostbitten horn. Alright, what do we get?
You stumbled into Dionysus, Zagreus. One of these days I shall prevent his vineyards all from ripening. Put to the test his carefree attitude.
That seems just spiteful. Special is stronger and inflicts chill. Your dash shoots a gust ahead of you that inflicts chill. Your boons become common, then gain rarity every 3 encounters. I don't even have enough boons to benefit from all of that, but since the attack is going to be the crux of my damage, honestly, it's pretty solid for me. And it'll give, you know what? Yeah, let's definitely take that. That'll give us a ton of damage on our attack and our call, which are probably our 2 core DPSs for this. So yeah, I'll gladly take that. Yeah, a shame we couldn't get the 3rd boon affected by that, but getting that this early will be pretty monumental for my overall long-term damage. Not a minute more. Oh, hey, a Chaos Gate. Excellent.
I get the feeling I am being watched.
What, was it your dad's voice in looming shadow that made you feel that way, Zag? Curious why you feel that way. I don't understand. Oh, let's... I swear I tried to dash through the divide in the ground there, and I did not succeed. So I think my strategy here is pop the special when I'm reloading, since it doesn't lock me out of the animation of the reload, I believe. Should probably confirm that. No, it does. Okay, never mind. That's fair enough. I'm definitely taking more damage than I would like. You pay them? You know what? That would make sense. That's why they drop obols. Okay, fair enough. And an infernal trave. Trave? Infernal trove.
Let's see if you can live through this.
Alright. Pop this right where you guys spawn, because I'm rude like that. I'm wondering if Ares would make sense on this build, because it'll increase the base damage of Lightning Strike. Or Chain Lightning. I forget what it's actually called. There we go. That's a nice little sum of gems.
Through all of that.
Cool, cool. Alright, let's go ahead and take this Chaos Gate. Did I actually get that? I did not. I'm glad I checked.
Let me have it.
What have you got, Chaos?
The Olympians are vying for your favor, are they not? So often they forget themselves. They force their blessings onto you, whilst I merely offer you a choice.
I mean, it feels fairly similar between the two, to be honest, but I won't tell him that. Deal 66 more damage from striking from behind. Cast deals 32 more damage. Better chance of rare boons. I don't really have a cast I anticipate carrying this run with my current build. So I think this is the one I'll take. For the next 3 standard encounters, you face 39% more foes, and afterwards a 12% increased rarity on boons. Let's take it. And then I will go for the Nectar here. Oh, excellent.
So quiet.
Gladly take a Fountain Chamber. And then, yeah, let's go see the shop, because we have enough gold to afford one thing in here. Another Demeter boon versus a Palm on the attack. I think I go for Demeter right now.
Should come in useful.
Your cast drops a crystal. Any healing effects are more potent. I guess the question is... Yeah, so this is just a heal. I heal more. It doesn't increase the max HP gain, I suspect. Alright. I know this is going to be weak, and it denies us the damage buff. You know what? I think I'm going to take the special here. I don't want to take Crystal Beam in this instance. I think that's the wrong call. Although maybe it isn't, because I'm using kind of a ranged-based build anyway. I can drop and forget and have them like turrets. Oh well.
More witches?
I do wonder if maybe taking the Palm on my attack was the objectively correct choice there, but oh well. Once again, hindsight is afforded to me after the fact. As, I guess that's why it's called hindsight after all. Alright, it does look like I can cast my special. Whoop! Cast my special while I'm reloading. I'll just focus on taking out the little things first and then take out the big guy afterwards. I do wish you would automatically start reloading instead of continuing to fire, but I understand why you don't. Yeah, I'd say your DPS is honestly pretty solid, and most importantly, it's at a range, which is pretty substantial. Range builds just make this game a lot easier in most instances, unless you can kill things so fast that it doesn't matter, which, especially as you get to the higher heat, that's usually not the case. I guess the question is, what cast do I want in this scenario?
That's a fight.
Not Artemis, maybe Ares, not Demeter. Zeus, I guess, could make sense because it just builds into our Chain Lightning, so maybe that one? Okay, I can't afford either of these because I barely have any gold. Alright, Charon, we haven't talked yet. Well said. Oh, we don't even have a comment on it. Alright. Which of the sisters will we fight today, or is it going to be all three? All right.
Persephone.
Meh.
How about no? No murder. No murder.
Nope, she decided yes, murder. Alright, I need to remember to pop this into her so that she takes increased damage from that passive we unlocked. Ouch. We've got pretty solid damage right now. Okay, I'd say our DPS is very much reasonable, if nothing else. Okay, on to the next phase. Cool.
Not again.
I guess the main thing I have to pay attention to is not letting my ammo run out and then keep firing. Like, I need to pay attention at least a little bit to my total ammo. Oh, dear. Right, we're still doing fine. She doesn't actually do that much damage now that I look at it. That probably gets worse once we, thread the needle on that without even trying. It'll certainly get worse once we get to the higher heats, but we're not even remotely there yet. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I'm surprised I dodged that. I guess the main thing I'm realizing is I really do have to properly use your dash to dodge, you have to spam it, pretty much. Which I have to train myself back into the habit of doing, because I'm not doing it nearly as much right now. Oh, she explodes into little butterflies. That's pretty.
She's a bit much.
Just a little bit. It's fine.
Griff just shudder.
That must feel weird if you're using a weapon that suddenly just starts getting excited based on what you picked up.
Tartarus has proved unable to contain you.
That it has, my good dad. Alright, we got all that we really cared to get from Zeus. So what do I take now? Broken urns have a 3% chance to have healing items. I guess it's going to be rare that I'm being attacked from the back, but this is just damage reduction. It doesn't give me any damage, any actual damage. I don't know what I want to use here. I don't particularly have any god that I'm seeking at this point, unless I start thinking about duo boons. I think ultimately let me consider what I would be using more actively in the future and try to get some experience on it. I guess with that in mind, this doesn't sound great. Skull Earring is fun, but not amazing. You know what, maybe I just take the extra coin. Yeah, we'll just take the extra coin. Attacks deal 30% more damage. That's pretty solid for the next... You know what, I'm going to take it because this area is notoriously rough on me. May as well make it a little bit easier for 6 rooms.
And check.
That probably won't make it to the boss fight, but oh well, so be it.
The Asphodel Meadows. Just need to get from here across all that.
That is a lot to get through. Alright. Never say no to some darkness when we're this early in the game. We've still got a whole lot to unlock in the mirror. Yeah. Didn't need to take that hit, that's for sure. Alright. Just pop in some wormies. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, Zeus's attack boon, or Zeus's chain lightning boons as a whole, are very hit or miss depending on the weapon you're using. If you have a rapid attack type boon, the DPS is honestly genuinely kind of terrifyingly good. That's why it's used in a lot of speedrun type settings. To my understanding, I believe.
Next island.
But it's definitely lackluster on the slower hitting because you just can't pop it nearly as frequently. You guys are a little bit too bunched up for my tastes. Good for my DPS, bad for my life. Hey, at least I have enough time to dodge that. Yeah, the DPS isn't amazing, but it's not bad either at this stage. Oh, that's just lame. Oh, you know what? I still have the Chaos Boon. That's why there are so many still. Just gonna pop the Dionysus Falls and try to get as much damage off on them as I can. Oh dear, I'm gonna lose a Death Defiance here, aren't I? Yeah, I think the reason why I fell out of favor for the rail was I did not like the reload mechanic because I was really bad at managing it. I feel like if I used the rail often enough, I would be fine at it. But until that point, it's a little bit rough.
From chaos is
Okay.
transformed.
Shop or HP? I think we take the shop and hope for a good boon. Who do we get? Afro or Hermes? Ooh. I think I'll take Hermes because I could get an attack speed up.
Why, hello, cuz. Odd that we're running into one another here. Among the wares of my professional associate, I mean. Must be some sort of clerical mistake.
After using call, gain dodge chance and move speed for 10 seconds. After you dash, briefly become sturdy. Each time you enter a chamber, gain wealth. Well, this will help us if we make it to
Here we go.
That'll help us if we make it to Styx, I guess. Artemis. What would Artemis give me that would benefit me? I'm getting a lot of the gods that I don't think would be the right choice for this build, unfortunately.
Oh no.
But at least in theory, we've got decent damage at this stage. So as long as I focus on kind of kiting this out and dodging the projectiles, we should be good.
Charming.
I forgot I have 3 casts. I thought I only had 2. Alright, we've almost got her armor. Yeah, we got her armor broken. Whoop, whoop. I think the main thing I need right now is a 3rd dash, which I'm pretty sure you can get through the mirror. It's just kind of pricey. Oh no. I'm glad I dodged that. I barely did, though. Yeah, having Demeter on the special isn't terribly amazing, but at least it can help a little bit. Whoop. Alright, I think we've got him just about now. 3, 2, 1, and whoop, pop.
There goes
All right.
the power couple. Lady Artemis, I hope that you'll accept this offering for all your kindness and support.
Hey, thank you for this, really. And I've just the thing to offer in return. It's just a gift, okay?
Lady Artemis, you honor me.
The Adamant Arrowhead. Okay.
Well, look at you with Exegriff, the Rail of Adamant. Seems much too noisy complicated as a hunting weapon when you could just use a nice quiet bow, but hey, to each her own.
Hey, I'm on your side on this, Artemis. I'd much rather shoot a bow than shoot a gun. One is way more my style than the other. Cast seeks foes, 10% chance to deal crit. It only does 80 damage. It really doesn't feel that impressive. Any damage you have a chance of... Any damage dealt has a chance to be critical. That, on the other hand, sounds decent, as does the Dash Strike, honestly. But I think we will take the pressure points.
Let's hunt some dead.
Because we have a very high attack rate in this build. So I think it makes sense to try and... Critical chance scales really well with attack rate. Or attack speed.
Stick to it next time.
Everything is exploding. That wall was very much in the way there. Oh goodness, that's a lot of stuff all at once. Oh no. Me. I saw that shadow at the very last second. I'm lucky I dodged it. At least I got rid of it before it was a threat. Well, I mean, it was a threat right on the outset, but I got rid of it before it could be a threat again. This is what I'm trying to say, maybe? Not the worst room. Only 5 gems, so not the greatest reward, though. Dionysus and a Zeus. I think we have to do it, but it's going to be risky business. I do not remember who was the easier to deal with between the two. I think I'll risk Dionysus and take Zeus first. Let's see. Your special causes a lightning bolt to strike nearby foes. Your lightning effects make foes jolted. After you take damage, your foe is struck by lightning. I do not know if my basic attack will trigger this. I have a suspicion it will not. But I feel like I shouldn't be able to get this unless I have a primary boon that it works with. So let's at least test out the theory.
Oh, come on, Zag. Now that was not the choice I would have made. You messing with me, man? All right, I'll mess with you.
Don't take it personally, Dionysus.
Alright, at least they telegraph where his attacks are going to land, at least. It seems like they're just small AoEs, but they're numerous, which is the one downside to them. I think we can manage that, though. And it does look like Jolted is applying to these guys. Oh, I can't see through that smoke screen. Alright, we've got the range to deal with these guys. Almost. I keep getting caught behind walls and losing my damage to them. There we go. Another wave. Let's reload. Oh, not another wave, just another enemy that... Oh, nope, there are two of them. Okay. Alright, the nice thing about Dionysus is, yeah, this seems pretty easy to deal with, honestly. So I don't actually remember what Jolted does. I didn't read it when I got the boon. I was just focused on the options rather than the effects. Alright, let's pop Dionysus' call here. Funny that he's willing to let us use his call after we betray him like this, you know? At least, quote-unquote, betray him. Alright. Honestly, as far as trials, I think they're called, go, not bad.
Appreciate your understanding there, man. So let's just avoid this type of little shake-up next time, yeah?
Yeah. Alright, your special inflicts hangover, not interested. Your cast, not interested. Dash causes hangover several times near where you started. That I'll take. I'm not likely going to use it a lot unless I'm running from things. But I definitely... Actually... It would check off a prophecy list, and I'm not really using the special for... Nah, that would cost us so much damage, though, because Demeter... I believe Demeter's special... Yeah, gives 60% more damage. I don't want to give it up. We'll take the dash. Alright, so my options. A Hermes boon, a shop, or a Chaos Gate. Ooh. The Hermes boon is tempting. The Hermes boon is really tempting because, again, if I get attack speed, that would scale really well, but Chaos can just give us so much if we get lucky. I think it's worth the risk on Chaos, even if it is costing me half my current HP pool, pretty much. Just shy of it.
In the name of Hades.
Let's see. For the next 4 encounters, no. No. Ugh. None of these are quite what I was looking for. But if I had to pick one, I think the 60 HP is pretty solid. But not knowing what my next chamber previews are going to be for the next 4 rooms is going to be rough. That's fine, though. Especially if we get single option rooms like this. Okay. Do I want another Demeter versus an HP up? Yeah, I think we take Demeter here.
Cheers, mate.
When you have none of these, take 10% less damage and deal more. Applying 10 stacks of chill causes a blast. I can't effectively use that with my current options. Maybe I take Crystal Beam now, because it's epic. I'm getting a lot of epic boons this run. Like, look at this. Most of these are purple. It's kind of nice. I think what I'll do, I'm going to take Crystal Beam, and then hope that I get a higher quality Ravenous Will in the next couple runs. Alright, let's do it.
Oh, that's brisk.
Alright, on to Learning. Can I do this no damage? Probably if I play well. But that's a big if.
Have something to say to me.
Rah. Drop my crystal beams. I guess, you know what? In theory, the crystal beams can crit too because of the Artemis passive. I think. I don't actually know. I guess there's some tracking on that. I kind of honestly like the crystal beams. Like they are potentially very weak if you're, depending on your build, especially because their tracking isn't the most impressive at times. But they can do some work if positioned correctly, especially against stationary bosses. Like I don't think they work great against mobile bosses for sure. Oh, I should save my call for when the second wave of heads happens. Never mind. Don't do that again. But like against Lurny, when I don't cast them right behind a wall, they do quite a bit of damage. When I do cast them behind a wall, they're entirely useless though, so gotta be mindful of that. Whoop. Where did you come from? I don't see the stone guys anymore, so I think I killed it, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, here we go. The other nice thing is that with these, particularly with these sort of enemies, I can drop the cast and then just forget about it and focus on dodging for a little bit if need be. And I guess because it is epic and I've got the crit chance on it as well, assuming it truly is affected by Artemis's boon, it's a pretty solid amount of damage. Nope, don't get hit by that. Try and finish that off. There we go. Alright, I'm close to death, but I'm pretty sure I can beat Lurny without getting hit here.
Not yet.
Try and take out his summons where I can. I have a lot of good AoE, so whoop. Not appreciative of you dropping those things on me, bud. Whew. Alright, we did it.
That's what you get.
And look at that. We have two of our strongest boons now at heroic quality. Our attack's going to do a pretty solid amount of damage with that chain lightning. Out of curiosity, what is the
I trust you had a pleasant stay in Asphodel.
20 per hit? And we hit 12 times, so that
Turn
is...
down the heat in that place.
So that's a solid 240 damage, which actually doesn't sound that amazing, but I guess that's including the base damage, the crit chance, and if we can get the Ares and Demeter boons, potentially things that will scale up further. Could definitely use a little bit more HP than I currently have, both max and in terms of what I... Let's see. What makes the most sense to take here, then? Generally don't buy things from the Whale of Charon, so... I don't know. Harpy Feather Duster doesn't sound amazing, but maybe it'll give me some HP, because there are a lot of urns in Elysium. I think it's the wrong choice. Maybe I'll take Chaos Egg. I'll take Cosmic Egg. See what it does for me. I think there's a more than reasonable chance that I don't find any. I don't find anything worth using there, but worth the shot.
Onward. Done. Everything's so green.
Side hustle is definitely nice for generating funds for the shop.
For all his faults, Father did make this place look good.
Oh, excellent, another hammer. Let's do it. Honestly, if I can get a palm on the attack boon, though, that would boost my damage something fierce, I imagine. Really, you can hit me through all that. Cool. That feels good. It may have been someone from a distance, I'm not sure. Well, let's not give them the chance to show me and let me find out the hard way. I do genuinely wonder if I'm actually losing damage because I used Crystal Beam instead of lodging a cast shard in the enemy. Maybe the rail just doesn't have knockback on these guys at all. It's fine. I still think our DPS overall is decent. It's not groundbreaking, though. Alright.
My weapon's hidden talents.
Your attack deals 40 base damage in a short spread, and I have less. No. Your attack is faster and more accurate. Ooh, that's exactly what we want. Special Fire is a spread of 5, but deals less damage overall. Flurry Fire sounds so good for this build. Like, look at that. And I have more shots. Oh, that's going to be really strong. I think in this instance, I take the HP. Because I would want to buy the HP if it showed up in the shop anyway. And it costs we get 100 obols if we do the room that gives money, and a heart costs 125. So it just makes more sense to just go for the heart outright. I do think the Chaos Boon that we got popped, so I should have gotten about 60 more HP, and it looks like that's the case. Oh, those butterflies. I can actually probably use my special to clear them out a little bit. Pop this so that I just get some extra damage on them. Dionysus' call does not last for a terribly long time, but the damage it deals is pretty substantial, I think, overall. I could be mistaken. I'd have to actually math it out, and you know me and math. We don't necessarily get along, and even then, even if we did, I am not committed to the bit. I don't care that much. I don't care enough to want to do math in the middle of playing Hades. I have to say, though, I am genuinely enjoying playing this and Hades 2. I'm going to be taking a pretty extended break from Hades 2 until it's fully released now, though, I think. If I had to say which game I prefer, I don't think it's fair to compare them in terms of preference. I think they're both phenomenal games, and I would love playing either one for an extended period of time, as has been proven on this channel. Like, I have so much time clocked on Hades 1 on my Switch, and I'm playing it on the PC here, so I own 2 copies of this game, effectively. Between that and the number of hours spent, I think it's enough to say, like, I think it's my second most played game, only after Smash Brothers, Smash Ultimate specifically. I have like 250 hours clocked on Smash Bros on the Switch, which for me in terms of Smash is actually really low. It's just I just don't have the community to play it with anymore like I used to, and by community I mean like friends and classmates that would bring their Switches to class.
Good enough to eat.
Sadly, I do not get... Oh, here, let's see what Jolta does. Victim's next attack self-inflicts lightning damage that harms nearby foes. Okay, so it's not when they... for some reason, I thought it was when they move, but no, it's when they attack, they take that damage. I think we'll upgrade the cast. Obviously, that's not where the core of our DPS is, but what are you going to do? All right, moving along. Dionysus or a shop? Dionysus sounds nice. But is he worthy of a mini-boss nice? I mean, objectively speaking, I think I have the DPS for this. I'll take the boon. I'll take the risk. I think I can handle you, Asterion.
We meet again, Short One, for further battle.
A short one? It's a low blow, sir. I thought you were the big honorable type.
You mock my sense of honor. Common tactic. Now prepare.
You prepare. Oh, geez, you jump fast. I wonder what it means when it says that that hammer made my attack more accurate. So I have to remember he jumps 3 times in this fight. It is getting a little hard to see him underneath all my other attacks, to be honest. I'm trying to slow him down with a special a little bit as well. I do wish he was a little bit more consistent about hitting those statues when he charges at me too. Whoop. Cool, I kited him into the projectile. There we go, halfway done. Pop this. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, I see. Overall, I'd say we're getting through this relatively well, all things considered. I don't know why I'm even bothering trying to fire the special there. Alright, we've almost got him now, I bet. I think he usually finishes at about a third to a quarter of his health left. Here we go.
I yield. You were a worthy challenger. Most welcome here. Until we meet again.
I appreciate how friendly this guy is.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
In the name of Hades.
Alright, if your HP is low after encounters, heal, hangover afflicted foes, inflicted on nearby foes every 4 seconds. Deal more damage when you have multiple foes afflicted. None of these are really ideal for what I'm looking for, so we'll just take this one, I guess. I mean, it's good for mobs filled with trash mobs, I guess. I just don't, or for rooms filled with trash mobs, I just don't feel like it'll be super reliable if they're spread out. And I also don't have the best source of hangover to really get that off. We made it work in the last run because we had the Afro Dionysus Duo Boon. But at the end of the day, the hangover damage isn't really the core of our damage. I would very much appreciate it if I could get a solid pomegranate on the, whoop, hold on. If I could get a solid pom on the attack boon I have, like our DPS is also already pretty up there. I guess the other thing to consider though is that when I deal damage with the call's poison damage is 20 a hit, hitting every half second for 9 seconds. That's a lot. That adds up to a substantial amount, I believe. I'm inclined to believe that. Wait, let's see. Yeah, his HP is kind of melting. Does about as much damage as a single shot from my rail right now, so I'd say that's pretty up there, especially if I can stack it on top of everything else. Certainly helps with the DPS, to say the least. Oh, there's an archer. I see it. Unfortunate. Yeah, we've got pretty solid damage, and on top of that AoE on the damage. So I'd say, at least for Elysium, I think we're pretty well off. Any wells? Any wells at all? Any fishing points? No dings. Okay. I think we take the Hermes boon because, again, if I can get attack speed on this, like more attack speed with crit, with damage.
In the name of Hades.
Then...
Thought I might find you all the way out here. Although, quite frankly, I'm surprised you're still alive.
I can hold my own in case you haven't noticed then.
I haven't, Zag. Now stand back and let me show you how it's done.
Alright, show me, bud.
Prepare yourselves.
Be better.
As long as they're throwing trash mobs at me, I can pretty reliably out DPS Van here. Like, he'll get some kills over me, but not all of them, and that's what matters. As long as I get the majority, we're good. Now, these enemies with armor, they're a bit more of a problem.
Stay out of the way.
He's mad. You can go ahead and have the archer if you'd like. Being shot out from quite a distance. Oh, okay, apparently their arrows despawn if I'm far enough away. That's good to know. I find it funny, so that this sound effect that they're playing for the for Thanatos when he like marks someone for death, it's almost the same sound effect that you have playing on your. I'm lucky that did not hit me there, honestly. It's pretty much the same sound effect that you play on your cell phone as your like alarm signal for like, oh, transition to this next thing, this next task.
You finally got out of there, cuz. Big congratulations to you for that. Congrats. The secret's safe with me, of course. The others here, they think you're still at it. Though, I guess you are.
Alright. Hold cast to fire in rapid succession. Dodge chance, can dash more. I think we take the dash again. Sadly, no attack speed.
To you, Zag. You're easy to track down. The shades of Tartarus are beginning to fear you even more than your Lord Father.
Oh, they won't fear me once they get to know me.
I'm not so sure about that. Even I'm beginning to fear you, I think. Seems I don't know you as well as I thought.
Sad. Alright, so a Demeter boon here would be pretty nice, but we have not encountered Patroclus yet, so I think we're going this route. Plus, he gives you some nice things. Is clinging to a memory what keeps the soul from fading? Why then would that I could simply leave that glimmer of my past behind? Or there is nothing for me here?
Amid Elysium's moss-covered chambers, carved of stone, stand untold numbers of eternal monuments in tribute to the greatest heroes which mortality can offer, there to honor them in life as well as death.
This place is near as gloomy as the house.
Giant foot statue. Hello there, sir.
Go on, stranger. Plenty more shades looking to fight with you out there.
I'm just passing through. You seem less warlike than the rest. May I ask your name, sir? I'm Zagreus.
Names are there to be forgotten, stranger. You shouldn't be here. May the fates favor your journey. But just in case they don't, here, why don't you take this?
Let's see. Kiss of Sticks. Replenish all uses of Death Defiance. That's only one, but that is good. Hydrolite Gold. For the next 5 chambers, restore 30 HP. Cyclops Jerky. For the next 10 encounters, your attack deals 60% more damage. If we're lucky, we may be able to get this to hold out. No, you know what? No. It definitely wouldn't hold out to Hades. Never mind. What am I saying? I think ultimately the Kiss of Sticks, because I'm down 1, I believe. I'll take it.
Thank you, sir.
All yours.
Shop or free Demeter? We've got a lot of gold. Let's head to the shop. I forgot to give him Nectar if I had the option. I don't think I do on the first encounter, but I could be wrong. Another Dionysus spoon. I think we go for the Dionysus spoon for sure, because we want the chance at the fountain restoration, which I'm forgetting the name.
Should help keep me going.
Strong drink, that's it. Yeah, we want strong drink here for sure. And that just gives us a much better fighting chance both going into Styx and coming out of it into Hades. We'll take the HP up too, because then we're really tanky with a ranged build. I mean, it's not like the gauntlets where I'm going to play like an idiot and end up throwing the run like last time. Sadness. I think we've got a pretty fair fighting chance here.
Gentlemen, I'm back.
What hope of you, monster, versus the blessed bonds of brotherhood?
Best not belittle him, King. He is more powerful than he appears. We must remain alert this time.
Oh, I am perfectly alert right now, Asterius. And were I still alive, I would be positively salivating at the thought of running through this pustule with my spear, or whichever means I had available. Now let's go.
Theseus is so extra, but I'm here for it, honestly. Oh, darn it. I got body blocked by Theseus. That shouldn't have hit me. I'm definitely going to save up Dionysus' call till it's fully charged. But I've got some pretty solid AoE on these guys because of the both the explosion and the chain lightning. I do kind of like it, these set it and forget it kind of install turrets that the cast becomes with Crystal Beam. Like, I know it's not looked at fondly by the speedrunning community because the DPS is really paltry, but it's honestly got a huge safety profile on it. Talking about a weapon in the game, or an attack in the game, the way I would talk about a drug in a pharmacy, whatever. It's fine. Like, we are not taking very much damage so far. I think this fight is going, oh, well, here, pop this. Here, Theseus, you take some poison too, why don't you? I think I can probably kill them at the same time if I do this right. That should do a whole lot of damage from the poison. Did he actually block those? Did he block most of that damage? I think he blocked most of that poison damage because he was basing it with his shield. That's so annoying. Well, at least when he runs away, I can hit him pretty reliably. Go ahead, reposition again. See what that does for you, bud. You can't block both my attacks if I position it from two different sides.
Foul demon!
This is rather irritating.
Gods on high, attend
He's got Zeus helping him this time. I'm lucky that didn't hit me, genuinely. Oh, that hit me. Goodness. That shield is getting very annoying. Got some good damage that time. Oh, Zeus, please. Alright, some very solid damage that time. Where are my casts? There they are. They were behind the wall. I couldn't see them. It's kind of funny how many of the cast hits can crit. I had like 3 crits in a row there at one point. It seemed. Oh, dashed into that. He can't possibly block all of the poison damage, but the wall sure can. Well, it can block not my poison damage, but there we go. Whew. That was harder than it should have been. I was just dealing so much damage to that shield. For you, my good shade. I appreciate that he always refers to it as my good shade. But look at that. Full death defiances and full HP now. Couldn't really ask for more there.
Let's see here.
So what do I take onto this floor? Because I have a lot of survivability already. What could I do to add on to that? I mean, I feel like I really should not need Lucky Tooth here. But none of the other things really appeal to me here. Maybe I just take the damage reduction on Myrmidon Bracer? I don't know, that doesn't feel appropriate for this. I'm gonna take Skull Earring. I'm pretty sure there is a pin you get from Thanatos that is really, really strong, and I'd probably be more inclined to use that. Encounters. Underworld Chambers. Okay. I don't know. I definitely want Cyclops Jerky. That'll help. No, I'm pretty low on money. I think I'll save it. Maybe if I can get a well closer to the final fight. But let's save our coin for what we can buy from Charon's shop down here and see what it gives us.
I've reached the surface. Fishing point there.
One fish, please. Darn it, I fell for it.
You win this round, fish.
That you do, fish. You win this round indeed. Another Dionysus boon. I don't have a reason to save money for... A lot of options here. What makes most sense? Definitely go for Artemis and Dionysus there. Honestly, I think I'd take the Dionysus boon here.
I'll take this one.
Hey, there we go. Hangover effects make flows slower. I want the nectar, but this is pretty solid. Pretty solid, and it checks off a prophecy. I'm going to take it. Maybe we'll get offered the other one at a higher quality in a little bit. Alright, let's go for Dionysus first then. Everything is exploding and I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, it honestly feels like my attack doesn't do much in the way of damage, to be honest. But the DPS is pretty solid, I would say. And again, even if it's a little lackluster, I am far safer than I would be running other weapons that were melee builds, so... I can only complain so much before I recognize that there is some pretty fair quality to be found in this scenario. Kind of surprised I can reach him from all the way over here. But we'll take it. I wonder if there are any duo boons I'm on the cusp of having. Probably, but I have no idea what they are if I do. Or if I am. This build definitely shines the most when there are a lot of enemies clustered together in a short area, or in a small area. But the guys on this floor are very tanky. Oh my goodness, that's going to be a lot of lasers. 2 can fight with lasers, though. Hopefully dealing some damage with that. Yeah, I do feel like I have pretty solid DPS, but it's not burst. And, well, that wasn't smart of me. My goodness, I took 60 damage at least in this room just from traps alone. I'm really messing that up, because that's avoidable. That is entirely my fault. I just had very poor positioning all around. There we go. Let's get rid of this next. Maybe the cast damage is kind of lackluster now that I look at it. Ah, well.
In the name of Hades.
Alright, there we go. And yeah, I think we take this. It's 25 HP, and it's a nectar, which helps us in the long run. Instantly restore 62 HP. I really feel like I don't need that. 10 gold for 20% move speed, though, I will take gladly. Alright, where to next? I guess let's go for Artemis next. Maybe I'm a little too cocky with not taking that HP heal, but I really do feel like I'm probably in a decent spot overall. As long as I position correctly for these sorts of things. I mean, these are little baby hits. I am getting hit, but they're little baby hits right now. They don't add up to they add up to a lot over time, but not immediately. That was fun. Oh, there's gold. Oh no, there were like a bunch of gold pots. Wow, I missed a lot of coin there. That's unfortunate. Ah, where's the... There it is. I'm still not convinced this staggers them or not.
Tasty.
Alright. We've still got more to find then. Yes, if you cluster together, I can deal tons of damage to you easily with my chain lightning. And done. Oh good, satyrs. I don't think this stuns them, honestly. That is fine, though. We've got him down with the chain lightning. You know, I should be using my cast a little bit more, my call a little bit more. Been sitting on it too much. There's a cat doing things behind me, and I have no idea what is happening. Whew, that was a very busy room.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Alright, let's see. After you deal critical damage to your foe, a foe near it is marked and has a 30% crit chance. Your critical effects deal even more damage to armor. Your critical effects deal even more damage. 15% more damage on a crit is not that amazing, but having a 30% guaranteed crit, that could be pretty good for our AoE, because we're constantly critting. And that means if there's even with Hades, if he spawns an ally, and I crit on that ally, then he's going to be taking crits. So it could probably bounce back and forth pretty reliably with how high our crit chance is overall. Or actually, I don't think our crit chance is that high. But well, okay, relatively speaking, like the base crit chance we have is what, 4%? But when you're landing like how many attacks per second, you're going to crit in that second. If not, within 3 seconds, I will have a guaranteed crit, just because of probability. I'm reasonably confident about that statement. Like, even if the base chance is low, the frequency at which we roll that chance is very high. Restore 10% HP when you enter a chamber. Deal more damage. Cast more damage. I don't know if this is worth it unless this is the end of the run. I'm going to save the gold and buy a palm instead, I think. Or the Hermes boon. I think I saw one. Alright, that room is simple enough. Alright, let's see. Is this the end of the run? It is not. I can tell by the music before the room even loads in. Because it'll keep playing the song the same. Otherwise, it kind of like softens a little bit if it is the end. Like, look at those crits. Look at that damage from the crits when they're marked. I think that's what it is, at least. Really? Ah, where?
Okay.
I forgot that there's poison that spawns off the floor here. Not cool. Not ideal. Means I need to be careful about where I stand for too long. If I stand in one place for too long. Lucky that fan blade didn't hit me there. Unlucky that the saw blade hit him, though. Specifically for him, it was unlucky for him. Ah, I saw that projectile heading to me in slow motion. Oh my goodness. There are so many things going on right now. I need to reposition to a safer spot. Yeah, look, see, they're constantly getting the crits back and forth between them. Oh, wait.
I bet Charon's going to want
A little bit of a tight dodge there. Alright, so
let's just go down this Sata hole.
we've got a 50-50 shot of fighting a mini-boss. But we've got so much gold now. What can I buy? I think I go for the Hermes boon, because again, if I get the attack speed, that's going to be even more chance of critting.
You're well familiar with my professional associate there with the boat. Source of the recently departed got to make it over to the underworld somehow. Part of my job. I bring them in, he takes them down.
God gauge charges up automatically. Your call, after using call, gain dodge. Cold cast. I think we take this. Being able to reliably have Dionysus coming out at all times sounds great. And 4 more damage on this. Pretty solid, unless... yeah, we'll do that. Okay, palm or HP? I think we go for the palm, honestly. If I can get another good palm on the attack, more damage is very welcome here. But see that? Those guys got popped so quickly, and I'm pretty sure it's because the crit chains just kept going back and forth between them. And crits in this game don't do double damage, they do triple damage. So one crit does so much damage. So yeah, if I can get Hades standing next to some enemy that he spawns, or honestly, if I get any enemy standing next to an enemy, if I get any set of enemies standing next to each other and just DPS them like this, it's going to pop them very quickly. With minimal effort on my part. Let's see. Start the encounter with 15% full god gauge. None of these are incredible for me. Nah. Actually, you know what? This may be helpful in the actual Hades fight. But if I get 300 gold, I don't think I'm going to get 300 gold. I doubt it. So let's take this. This will only be relevant if I make it to the Hades fight in the next... oh, perfect. I do. Cast more damage, jolt more damage, crit chance 6%. Heck yeah.
Juicy.
And there we go. 4% more damage and fully healed because of the Dionysus passive. Alright. So yeah, that was the correct choice to buy that from the Well of Charon. I'm not going to go for the extra HP. We have 260 HP and 3 resurrections. If I lose this run, it's my own fault and there's no other reason for it.
Compels the multi-headed hound to let him pass.
See you, boy.
Alright. Here we go. I'm promising a win on this one. I can do this. I can do this. I have no excuses other than my own personal folly for failing at this stage if I do lose.
Father.
This cold, white substance falling slowly from the heavens. Snow, they call it. Look carefully upon each fleck. Tiny crystals, but structurally weak. They melt, This surface realm, it is held up by mine.
If you're quite finished teaching me about this snow phenomenon, can we get on with brutally trying to kill each other here?
You wish to have your mortal-colored blood spill once again upon this bed of snow, then fine. Let us proceed.
I'm pretty sure when we beat Hades, he also has mortal-colored blood. I'll have to double-check that when we beat him. That's confident on me, isn't it? Wow, okay. Well, he does a solid 50 damage in one hit. That's cool. Where are you, Hades? I need to remember to reload my gun when I'm running away from him like this. There's no reason not to. Almost got my full god gauge, which will do a ton of damage in theory. Alright, on to his next phase. This is where my DPS will potentially go off the charts if I get good positioning on enemies. Okay, turns out it's still kind of tricky here. We'll go ahead and pop this because I was able to use it pretty quickly. Ah, shoot, I'm taking a lot of hits there. Need to be careful. Wow, that boom lasts forever. But sure did a lot of damage overall, I'd say. You know what? I take back what I said. I still think Demeter's cast can be pretty solid and if used appropriately. Look at me, I remembered to recharge and I kited him into the lasers. How cute. Like, look at that. We are popping his allies. Actually, we're not really doing that amazing. But I want to believe I am. Whoop, 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 whoop. I dodged the wrong way. Oh well. We'll do this again, because I can use it pretty rapidly. Maybe the mark just doesn't apply to Hades, because he's got boss privilege or something. Very possible. Oh dear. Don't want to get hit. Don't want to get hit. Oh, run. Okay. No, I do think it applies to him. I saw it on him for a second there. It got popped off of the spirit or the orb that he fires. All right, I think we're about to get into phase. There we go. All right.
Now that we had our little warm-up, it is time that we began in earnest.
Bring it on, Death Daddy. I will never call you that again. I really hope I will never call you that again. Bring on the electric guitar. And neither can you. Here, have... Oh, well, didn't expect that to happen. Come on, use your lasers. Perfect. That's exactly what I want you to do. Just, he's taking 128 damage every half a second. That's pretty crazy. I wonder if the poison damage can crit too. Like, Artemis's passive says all damage, but that begs the question, is it genuinely like even status ailment damage? Ooh, that hurt. Alright, on to the second half of this. He moves very fast when he's in this phase. Oh gosh, that was close. Oh, lasers. And I learned my lesson from the last run. I gotta be careful about standing near those pots, because sometimes they just pop automatically. Although I think what happened was, realistically speaking, his shockwave happened, and I got hit by that. Yeah, oh, okay, one Death Defiance. That's fine, we got two more. A little bit of chill to slow him down. And there we go. I'd say overall that was a pretty clean fight.
You're not going to cooperate with me on this, are you? Even now, knowing Mother wants to see me again.
I mean, I did take a fair bit of damage, but I only lost 1 Death Defiance, and for this early into the playthrough, I'd say that's pretty darn solid for me, especially with not a whole lot of stuff built up on the mirror.
Blast you. You shall ruin everything with all your damnable questions.
Then die already and get the hell out of my way.
I
See?
cannot remain.
It was red blood. It's mortal colored just like mine. Don't know why he's using that as like a slight against us. But there we go.
That time.
Pretty fast. 1 heat complete. And a lot faster than our heart-seeking bow attempt. Granted, that's not a surprise given the DPS options that were afforded to us here. Ranged weaponry just tends to be always better in these sorts of scenarios. Even if it lacks damage, it just there's a significant level of safety afforded to being able to outrange your opponents. But all right, there we go. I'd say really this is all that mattered, right? I mean, obviously there were the health boons and things of that nature, but a pretty darn solid run all around. So let us go ahead and go say hi to Mom.
Did Exegriff just shudder?
Exegriff gets excited around Titan blood, it would seem. So do we do the long walk, or do we instantly get to Persephone's house? We instantly get to Persephone's. Okay, cool. Or never mind. Kind of the halfway point between the two. Never mind. I'm wrong.
Cold.
It lets us dash. That's what makes it speed along. Alright, let's go see Mom. And tell her that we killed Death Daddy.
All manner
And that we
of fruits and vegetables thrive within the hidden gardens of Persephone, the one-time queen of all the underworld. A world of life, far from the realm of death.
I guess we kind of have to explain to Mom now that we accidentally called we called Hades Death Daddy. Alright, Mom, I've got some explaining to do.
I begged the fates that you'd return to me. Perhaps I ought to be more careful how I speak of them. Tell me, how was your journey?
What happened?
Didn't make it any easier for me. Nor would he tell me why he never sent for you after you left. So, I don't know what's going on still, but I wanted to see you again.
I wanted to see you too. Come, speak quickly with me, that our time together here may be as full as possible, all right?
I appreciate that she's so happy to see him.
I need to know what happened between you and Father. Why are you here and not with us?
I couldn't live with myself anymore down there. After I left Olympus, a long story in itself, I came to be with your father in the underworld. It was a shock, to say the least. The others in your father's house were welcoming enough, but I never felt that I belonged.
I know the feeling, I think. But you stayed long enough to have me. Those whom I've spoken to about you, it's as you said, they have fond memories of you. And then you even had a child. Did he mistreat you?
No. Your father could be very difficult, though he was gentle with me. Soon enough, we got on fine. Better than fine at times, but when I was with child, why, I struggled terribly. Because child born of surface dwellers could not live down there.
Could not live down there according to whom exactly? The fates?
According to them, yes. According to your father and to Nyx. Even having heard, I took my chances anyway. But when you emerged stillborn, it was too much. I fled. I fled and came to reside here. Above the notice of the underworld. Beneath the notice of Olympus.
So basically, Zagreus was born effectively dead as far as she was concerned, and the trauma of that was what led her to run away.
But why would Father lie to you? If he never wanted you, or never wanted me, surely he had the means.
I don't know. I'm wondering the same. But oh, look at you, Zagreus. We're running out of time. It's happening again. Stay with me, please.
I'm trying, but I can't stay that much longer, I don't think.
Oh, my dear son. Then please, ask Hades what you asked of me. Why he would lie. Tell him I must know, the same as you. And you farewell. Until we meet again.
Until we meet again.
Until we...
Yeah, I don't really remember the full plot of why things played out the way they did. Now I remember why Persephone left, but why did Hades not tell her that Zagreus was alive? I'm sure we'll find out soon enough.
Hypnos, really, that is the worst idea I think I've ever heard. Do you understand how little sense that makes?
I'm just saying, maybe if you just, I don't know, had all the mortals die at the same time, it'd save you a bunch of trips, and we'd have more time to spend together, huh?
Aw, Hypnos wants to spend time with his brother, and it's just his methodology might need some improvement.
I don't know why I bother with you, honestly. Get back to work, and let me do the same.
Poof. Aw, poor Hypnos.
How could he? You.
Me.
How did it go, lad? You've been gone a while. For good reason, I hope.
I found her again, sir, and we were able to talk some more. But I have so many questions left for her, and Father's certainly not been of any help.
Well, first of all, good work. I knew you had it in you. Secondly, you know what you have to do. Go find her, for as many chances as it takes. It's not just her you've sought. It's the answers to those questions that you have.
Yes, I will. What's the good word?
You were born 100 years after I died. Of course I want to hear everything. I missed the cause of death, unfortunately. Alright, what have you got, Dad?
The mess you've created, I must say, Father. After being of no help whatsoever when it comes to disentangling it all. Though this isn't the place to talk, right?
No, it most certainly is not. Though I take it shall not be long before another of our private meetings then.
Count on that.
Do you think he styles his beard himself? I wonder. It's quite unique in its appearance.
Oh, hello, Zagreus. I was just wondering if you had ever heard of any other court musicians who had lost the will to sing. Your father's asked me to explain myself, and honestly, it has been rather difficult.
If it's any consolation, mate, I'm certain every single undead court musician serving in the throne room of the God of the Dead has been through everything you're going through.
That kind of invalidates his issues right now, Zagreus. I don't think that's the best way to say that. He doesn't even respond with a line.
This is not here.
Like, I get Zag was... I get that Zag was trying to comfort him, but I don't think that was the right thing to say.
Wretched broker. Wretched broker, what's new, my friend?
What's hippin' and happening in here, wretched broker? No nicks, okay. Into the bedroom. Anything new to be seen in the bed?
I'll sleep
nope.
when I'm dead.
Nothing in bed, I'll sleep when I'm dead. Alright, we've only got one key, I think. No, we've got 6, so we need a lot more, and I don't think I'm going to pay... I could buy that with gems, honestly. But I think it's better if I just farm things up. Okay, Greater Reflex only gives 1, it seems. For some reason, I thought you could get up to 3 from it. Oh well. Alright, have we unlocked aspect weapons? That's the big question of the day. Doesn't appear to be the case.
What in blazes?
Aha!
Hey, hey.
Yes.
Is this what you really are?
Yes. Okay, Kiwi. This is where the real Hades experience begins. Weapon aspects are just such a fundamental change to the gameplay, while keeping the core mechanics the same. But it's time to unlock my favorite weapon in the game.
Grant me the aspect of Hera.
The aspect of Hera. Your cast loads charges into your next attack, firing on impact.
Coronaut, awaken.
I can't get it max level, but we're taking this right away. In terms of power, I think Aspect of Hera is hands down one of the strongest weapons in the game, and it's so much fun to play. Aspect of Chiron is probably one of the easiest weapons to use to do higher difficulty challenges, because it automatically, if you attack an enemy, it is marked, and then all of your special attacks target on that one enemy, which lets you apply dots real easy. But so the way this works is I charge up my attack, and now I have 3 attacks loaded into this. I fire, and he takes all 3 hits from the cast at once. The way this works is you get Aphrodite attack and Aphrodite cast, which has one of the highest base damages, and then you get either double shot or triple shot from a hammer, and you're going to be one-shotting even bosses, especially once you get later in the game with the meta progression. It is such a strong weapon, and we're going to get to play with that next episode. So Kiwi, I hope you're looking forward to that. Doesn't look like we have anything to say about this today. Okay.
So the strangest thing happened while you were out, boyo. One of your weapon holder things back there, it picked up this eerie glow. Could see it from the corner of my eye.
Calm down, Skelly. I'm sure whatever it is perfectly normal for a legendary semi-sentient Titan-slaying weapon from the dawn of time.
That's just it. Those weapons of yours, they have seen some real business, pal. You're giving them a real workout, so maybe they're starting to like you or something. Loosening up a bit, you know, like you and me.
That's an imaginative theory, mate.
You know what? That makes sense why they get so excited about Titan blood. Makes a lot of sense. Anyway, with all that said, Kiwi, I think that's where we're going to end the episode today. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're asleep, I hope you're sleeping well. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. We're going to pull out one of my favorite weapons in the game, and hopefully have a very clean and quick kill. Clean and kick. We're going to win. We're going to kick ass, and we're going to win.